Part 3 of Religiously Speaking. How y'all doing today? Anyway, let me share a little story with you. Anyway, I met this girl online, right? And she was telling me she went to church, and that, and I asked her, I said, well, what church you go to? She told me what church she went to. And then I asked her, I said, well, how do y'all worship, right? And she says that they worship, but she said that she worships, but she don't read the Bible. And I'm like, what? I mean, I'm thinking in my mind, I said, this girl's crazy, She says she goes to church, but then she don't, in other words, and I asked her, I says, well, do you have a Bible? You know what she told me? She says that she had a Bible, but she couldn't remember where it was at. In other words, that she had lost it. Couldn't remember where it was at. And then when I asked her, I said, well, and I thought in my mind, well, how can this woman go to church now and don't even read her Bible, Then she told me another situation. She told me, well, that she, then I asked her, I said, well, do you party? Do you drink? She says, yeah. She says, I go out every other weekend and party and drink. And she says, I love going out with my friends partying. And I thought in my mind, I said, how unstable can this woman be? And I and it's not just her. I mean, I could go on, people. I mean, I bet hundreds online that are living a double life, that are living an unstable double life. And I thought in my mind, I said, well, if she goes to church, but then she don't read the Bible, and then I asked her, I said, well, do you believe in the Bible? Do you read it? She says, yeah, I do, but I don't. And I'm like, do what? Then she went on and she says, well, then I asked her, I says, well, what kind of music do you listen to? Right off the bat, man, she said she liked Metallica. She liked rock and roll music. She liked all kind of music, including gospel. And I'm like, how can you throw in rock music and rap music and gospel? I don't see how you can mix that together. I'm sorry. I listen to nothing but gospel myself. But for the life of me, I could not figure out this woman. Nor could I figure out hundreds that I've talked to. But anyway, that's beside the point. But she just said that she'd still like to party, and she still drank and liked to get drunk. But then she liked to go to church. And I thought in my mind, I said, well, that was me a year ago, but I'm not like that no more. Right? And it ain't just her. I've even talked to other women that they say that they have spirituality, but they have no religiousity. You know what I'm saying? In other words, they have spiritualism, but no religiousism. In other words, they're spiritual, but not religious. And I said, that's contrary. How can you have one without the other? And some of these people, man, they just blow my mind, I'm like, I just don't see how a person can have one without the other. I'm sorry. It's either the Bible says you are either for me or you against me. You either love me or you hate me. There's no middle ground here, people. And I'm telling you, and you listen, if you have nothing but spirituality and no religiousity, or you don't have any religion, then you are without. You need to go before your God and ask God to deliver you and help you, because one is no good without the other. I'm telling you. So the point I'm trying to make is, if you've got all religionism and no spirituality, or if you've got all spirituality and no religionality, then you are hurting. You are lacking. And you need to go to and pray and ask God to help you in that area. Because I'm telling you, I cannot live one without the other. It's either I don't see how you can live one without the other. I think for me, you've got to have both. You've got to be religious and spiritual. or you're just living a chaotic life. I mean, you know. But anyway, that's my thoughts on religion and spirituality, and this is Religiously Speaking. I hope it helped. Y'all take care.